But this is going to be a good game. Incineroar, Excalibur, Mousehold, Sandy Shocks, Greninja, and Tinkaton on the opposing side here. And it's our first Switch 2 battle, which I think is going to be kind of interesting because I should run buttery smooth, but y'all can let me know. So we have a really good opportunity here to let Hariyama, of all things, try to carry us. And my plan is we go with Lunala, Hariyama lead. Miss Hariyama is actually slower than Incineroar. So if they lead Incineroar, we do have to be mindful of Fake Out. But we have Lunala here with Trick Room, and I think we can play a Trick Room angle. We can probably save Terra for someone else. I also want to finish this up with a Chi-Yu in the back with Focus Sash, because I think that's going to be pretty strong. And last but not least, Volcarona actually might be good right here. Redirection is bulky. He has a lot of physical attackers that's not named Greninja and Sandy Shocks. And or it could go Dragonite. We got Declaw, Aerial Ace, Stomping Tantrum. Greninja's a little spooky if we don't play it right, but I think Hariyama can lead us through this for now. We'll go Volcarona in the back. Double fire types could be spooky if we don't get this going, but we'll see what happens. It's game 1 of the season. Best of 3. We kept that going on. And here we go. West Texas Wingulls begins, and so does Memphis Champs. First game. All right. Got some good shinies on the field. I'm a fan of that. All right. What does your photosynthesis do? All right. So we have Trick Room available, and I think because we just saw Speed Boost on Sandy Shocks, we kind of want to go for it. We can Trick Room, set this up with Fake Out. We should ensure this to work. I am familiar with Sandy Shocks a little bit more so than Excalibur here, so I think I want to go Fake Out into Excalibur and go from there. We should be safe because of our Shadow Shield ability. We'll just have to see what happens. Alright, we do get the Fake Out off. The Covert Cluck could be a problem here. Electro, this is perfect. Alright, we are in a pretty good spot now. Leftover is going to heal us up. Not to full, but it's going to get us pretty dang close. Speed Drop's helpful. Get our burn for Guts, Hariyama, and Trick Room. Plan is to get going that way. The trick at this point is, so we Moonblast Excalibur and then go there. It's a Flying Terra Sandy Shocks, Water Terra Excalibur. I kind of want a Moongeist Beam here. We can Ice Punch here and do quite a bit of damage. This should KO. Yeah, Hipster Brown. Yeah, I think y'all did something similar to this. Excalibur's out, so this is going to be good damage unless this is Mousehold. Okay, the Intimidate's going to be a challenge. That's a nice shiny too. Alright, we're -1, but we're still Guts boosted. Ice Punching this, it should live now. Yeah. Moongeist Beam's not going to do a lot either. I figured out my audio issue. It was going through my laptop speakers, everybody. I'm the idiot here. I think we already confirmed that earlier. So you have to be mindful of Trick in turns. 3, -1, -1. Sandy Shocks will go down to Intimidate. We do have to be mindful of. We can Moongeist Beam here, get the KO. Set up Drain Punch into Incineroar. We should hope for one on the. Two turns left. We do have our speed demons in the back. What's the last one? Oh, okay. Excalibur's back. It does have 12. No tear has been used yet. I think you can Moonblast, Drain Punch, Incineroar, even at -1. I like the damage here. We got two slow Pokemon here, and Lunala at -1 speed should be slower. Is it Fire Terra or Water Terra? Water Terra. Okay. We can Moongeist Beam, I think, pretty much from here on out, unless. We just gotta see what the last one is. Drain Punch, we'll pick up Incineroar. Because of that Electro Web, we know, well, we knew we were slower anyway. Crit helps significantly. When we get a nice little top-off heal, that's wonderful. Rocky Helmet. Moonblast will do a little bit of damage. Oh, that's a great crit. And a special attack drop. We got a little bit of luck going on in game one. Wave Rush will do good damage here. Yeah, I'd actually pick it up. We're looking okay. I think that was our last turn, Trick Room. If I was counting right. I like Volcarona coming in now. We get a nice golden Sunbug. Mousehold. Oh, this is even. I think this is even better. Last turn of Trick Room. Yeah. I like the Moonblast and the Excalibur. We Rage Powder here, and it's Pop Bomb Mousehold. That's going to do pretty good stuff for us. Wave Rush will be pretty big too. But Rage Powder here ought to be helpful. Figure out what this item is. Moonblast, so there's no redirection, so that's going to pick it up. So is this Pop Bomb into our Rocky Helmet? If so, that's going to be massive. I don't know if Volcarona is going to live, but the fact that we get like a couple Rocky Helmet ticks here would be pretty big. Bite. Oh, a burn. Okay. We got super lucky this game. Alright, so that's Technician. Alright, Trick Room's over. We're going to Terra, just to Terra. And we're just going to double in the Mousehold at this point. Get off to a hopefully good 1-0 start on this series. But it's best of 3, see if we can get it going. Pop Bomb. Alright. Okay, that's one. This is going to be a long animation. That does confirm that. Mousehold goes down. We don't get to learn a damage roll on Terra Fairy here, but 5 hits, goes down. Volcarona does pick up a KO through the helmet. That's kind of funny. It does help that it was burned and it didn't do very much. But that's game 1. Good start. Battle again with the same rules. Get that update. First one on the season. Let's see if we can get 2. Something new about this season is in a best of 3, if you sweep, you get 4 points. There we go. Oh, there we go. If you win in 3 games, you get 3 points, and if you lose in game 3, you get 1 point. So trying to reward things to be extending series and things like that. We're using restricted, so try to kind of everybody gets a shot here. All right, so that's a good first game for us. The counterplay that they can do is Incineroar is faster than our Hariyama, and that fake out will go before our fake out, so that makes it a little bit tougher in setting up. But we can kind of play to that a little bit. We don't have to go we don't have to go Trick Room, which is kind of fun about this team. We do have the option of like a Volcarona lead. Donphan here actually looks pretty strong. Chiyu in the back is going to be helpful too. And this Dragon Claw, look, it's slower than Baxcalibur naturally. So it's a little bit of a challenge. I think Trick Room could be a play. We also can go for Tailwind. And I think that's an angle we can kind of flip the matchup a little bit. And if we Volcarona Lunala, our worry is I think Greninja or Tinkaton. But if we're going to go Tailwind, we also want Chiyu in the back. Still like the Lunala here. Chiyu. And we do have a Donphan that I think could play well into this with Stellar Terra. It has an AV, so it should be pretty good specially. The fighting type's just too good. So what we can do with this lead, we can either choose Trick Room or Tailwind on this first turn. This Mousehold Greninja is here. Really good shinies. Uh-oh. Okay, after a little bit of technical difficulty, we do get to finally get to game 2. We had some corrupted data go on the opposite side of the series. That's okay. We can make this work. What were we doing going into that game? That's right. We were doing a Lunala Volcarona lead, so we could do Tailwind or Trick Room to start. I think I still like that. We saw a Mousehold Greninja before it crashed on us. And yeah, so let's look at that again. Lunala, Volcarona. We kept Hariyama because if we go Tailwind, it's good. It has pretty good bulk as well, and it's actually a really good Terra option if things look okay. And then we can get Chiyu, I think, is a pretty good cleaner or closer in this matchup, as long as the Incineroar's dealt with. But here we go. Game 1, a little bit, or game 2, actually. There we go. That's the lead that we saw earlier. And this is looking so much different than I thought. But I kind of like the idea of we can Terastallize here. Actually, let's fill it out. And then Volcarona. We do have Fiery Dance, Tailwind, Rage Powder. I think this is an okay opportunity to, well, we could, you know what, hold on. I think we're going to be better off going for, we can Trick Room, Volcarona, Terra Water, Rage Powder in this instance to take the water move here. I think we're about to see and get this up. It's a dark type. We've been taunted. That's okay. We get our Trick Room up. So Lunala is in a pretty good spot, aside from the fact that we're now staring down Greninja. But that, I think that'll be okay. The Dark Pulse here is a little spooky. But we can also Moonblast into the Greninja We can switch Volcarona for our Hariyama to get it in Trick Room and start playing that way. Moonblast, we'll take this to a Sash. It's good to know. Special drop's helpful. We're not going to live this turn because it's 2 dark moves. But we can also bring the Volcarona back in at this point. With Terra Water, it looks okay. Mousehold is Terra Normal. Volcarona can actually go for a Fiery Dance into Greninja here. It's going to be slower. Then Hariyama, in this scenario, I think a Drain Punch into Mousehold looks good. Most things here I think are going to be alright to hit. This is actually a great turn for us. Drain Punch will get the KO. Tinkaton takes a pretty good Fiery Dance for us. We do get the special attack boost, which is actually humongous at this point. Sandy Shocks is in the game, speeds up. Tinkaton could have Fake Out. Trick Room 2 more turns. So you have to be mindful of the electric move. I think you can go for a Protect in this play for the Fake Out scenario, and then we can look at an Ice Punch into Sandy Shocks, even though we're not minus. It's looking pretty good. Goes the Flying type. We protect Volcarona to save it. Fake Out Hariyama. This could be Terra Blast. It's a Electro Web. That's a good protect for us on the Volcarona here. Because here's what we can do to come out of this turn. We can go Tailwind on Volcarona, so we have speed advantage coming out of Trick Room. Hariyama can look at an Ice Punch into Sandy Shocks, or a Drain Punch into Tinkaton. I think our threat here, because we have Chi-Yu in the back, is get rid of Sandy Shocks first. Good protect. We don't get it. We get Tailwind up as Trick Room goes down. Hariyama will stay alive. We'll go down to Burn, actually. This is actually a really good turn for us, because now Chi-Yu can hit the field with Tailwind up. We have now the fastest Pokemon. Volcarona with +1 special can go Fiery Dance into Tinkaton. Chi-Yu can go 100% accuracy Flamethrower into Sandy Shocks. Doesn't take it out. It's super fast still. Fire Dance will KO, pick up Tinkaton. Another special attack boost, which is great. -1 speed, 222. Sandy Shocks is faster now. Greninja, 191 max speed. Looking okay. What do we go for? Snarl's 100% accurate. We'll pick up the KO here. Rage Powder. Heat Wave's 90, 95, 55. That'll be enough to pick this up. Yeah, that takes the Shuriken off. Whew. Electro Web, we'll pick it up. Chi-Yu needs to hit both here. We'll connect both. We do pick up the series win. Woo! 2 games to none in a rather interesting series to start the season with all the technical issues we had. But we're up and going with the 2-game-to-none series win. We got Showdown there to wrap up Game 2 because of technical difficulties, as I already said. We can hide that, come back to this screen where we're typically in the series. And overall, this was a pretty fun one to play. We didn't have to face the Zacian, which was interesting, which was kind of why we had Donphan here. Donphan was supposed to take down the Zac Attack, is what Memphis usually calls him, but maybe we'll have to hold that one for the postseason. But all right, that's been long enough, 34 minutes long. We'll have to do some editing on this just to get it all cleaned up. But thank y'all for watching, and then we will see you in week 2 when I think we take the Nashville Ninetales on next. So very fun series. We get off to the Regulation G rule set with a W. So all 4 points this time around. So see you next time.